everyone, it's your girl Beauty87 here, and today we're going to do another palette mashup with some more of these BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop collection palettes. So I have cherry on top and cotton candy today that we're going to use to make an eye look. And y'all are so hot in my house till like I washed my brushes an hour ago, like after I did the first video with the bubblegum and pistachio palette, and all of them are like dry. That's how hot it is in this house. It usually takes like the rest of the night, but even like the face brushes for dry. That's how hot it is in here today. This is why I like to film my grandmother's house during the summertime, just because like it's hot. But Adriangameover insists we come back home. As you can see, my eyelid is still like green and blue from that last look I did, even though I used a makeup remover wipe. So we're gonna try to carry this kind of high up the primer, so that way we don't have any of the blue disturbing the new eye look we're trying to do. But I wanted to get these palettes out the way first because I knew with the other palettes I was using, it wasn't gonna be as much pigmentation, and I can always just, you know, cover my eyelid with concealer and use that to prime. So I was trying to get the heavy duty ones out the way. I'm using my ABH eye primer, if anyone's curious. And if you're curious what's on my lips, I have on the Cola lip liner from Juvia's Place, and then I have on In Vogue, and then I have the lip gloss from Hourglass Unreal Collection in Ignite on. I feel like I don't use them that often, the lip glosses from Hourglass, so I've been adding them on top of lip products because I like these lipsticks the way they are, because they're not one of those heavy, thick, crusty looking mattes. But I just wanted a nice little glossy finish to go with it because it's summertime, and the summertime is when I really love my glosses. They look okay in winter, but as a general rule, in the summertime, I just be like glossing it up. I know I had a headband on in the first video, but I went to go take pictures with the eye look, and this hat went with the eye look better, so I put on this hat, and I was just too lazy to try to put the headband back on over like all my makeup to get it on my head. Since it is a white headband, I didn't want to get it dirty, so I was like, we just gonna keep the hat on and turn it backwards and act like we Sandra Deluxe today. How about that? But yeah, so if you all don't remember, I'll show you again. This is what the inside of the palettes look like. So this is the cherries on top one, obviously the red tone one, and then the cotton candy one is more like the pink and purple vibe. So obviously I'm most likely gonna take the pinks and the I might take a little bit of purple here just as like inner corner pop or whatever, but my plan is to use this one on the lid, and then maybe do like a combination of these two in the inner corner, and I might do this pink toward the front of the eye. But I'm mainly going to use like some of the lighter shades. I don't know. I'm thinking about just winging it though, because I'm like, I kind of want to use this tart shade instead in the crease. And just put a little bit of this on the outer V. Put that in the crease. Then put the bubblegum pink toward the front. And then maybe use like this shimmer. So we might just do two different eye looks with this same palette. That way we can get more bang for our buck. Let me start off with, let me see, what brush do I already have out here? No, is this the 25 or the 27? No, that's the 25. I want the 27. No, we're just gonna go with this E45 for right now. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I think I'm gonna start with sprinkles on the outer V for this first look. It looks like I haven't really dipped into that one, and y'all know I used this color in the first video too when I did a look with each one of these palettes. So, because that video was long as hell, but like I was trying to give y'all the most information I could. So, actually, I think I want to take the purple in this other palette called Light and Airy and blend it toward the front of this one, since it's a darker purple, and then we had a dark red that gradients into the dark purple, and then we can use that purple shade over it. Because I see what they did with these palettes. They tried to give you like a monochromatic situation for each set of colors. Like they give you matching shimmer to go with the matte, so that way you're not creative, or if you're in a rush, you don't have to think about how you're gonna do the eye look. That's clever and helpful. I'm going to take this Dose of Colors blending brush now and just dust over the top of this for this first eye look. So, I'm just trying to air it out and, you know, help it out and whatnot. I don't know if I'm going to take a picture of these eye looks just because I hate doing the picture with two different eye looks. I always feel like you can really tell then which eye, that I have two different eye shapes going on, and I don't necessarily like to accent that, so I don't know if you're gonna get a picture of this one. I'll try it, and maybe I'll just do like this for one eye and then that for the other eye or whatever, because I'm like, I just don't like doing it the way I normally do. I'm gonna try this Scott Barnes 62 brush. I rarely use this brush, but we're gonna go into the shade Light and Airy, this one right here, and then we're gonna take this shimmer up here and put that on the lid. And maybe take one of the darker purple, the lighter purples, and put it in a different spot. I don't know, but right now I'm just gonna take this and start pat it up in here and blending it. I feel like this picks up a light amount of color, and I guess that's good if you don't want to like over blend. Okay, there we go. So I guess I just didn't tap into it enough when I first picked it up, because now it's looking decent. Sorry, y'all. Adriangameover turned on my phone volume for when he uses it, because he uses my old phone now that I used to film with. And since I'm at home, that's the one good thing. Like if I need to check facts on something or whatever, I can look it up here because we have Wi-Fi. But I don't need to look up any facts on these. When I went on BH's Cosmetics website, they only had this palette I'm using now, the cherry on top one, and I forgot what the other one was. I think they had the sugar cone and the brown one, but on Ulta they only have the I'm liking that gradient, y'all. There's a nice little light to dark situation going on here. But now I'm thinking maybe we should do a bright lid because of that. So I don't know. Let's just swatch some colors and see how we feel. Because I'm thinking about doing a combination like I did last time of like doing this shade toward the back of the eye and then doing this pink shade toward the front of the eye. This is Black Cherry, and the other one I swatched is Swirl. So this is Black Cherry, and that's Swirl. I was thinking we could do a nice little gradient to match up the mattes with these just on the lid. So I'm thinking we might go ahead and do that. Where did I leave my crap? I think I left my makeup remover wipe in the bathroom, which does not help us here. So thank goodness I'm in the kitchen, so at least there's napkins. So we'll just use the napkin and go on with our day. So I'm going to start off with, where's the brush I used last time? I'm going to take this same It Cosmetics crease brush, and I'm going to start with that Black Cherry shade first. So we're going to cut up here. And then where the match stops for this one, I'm going to try to make sure the shimmer stops there as well, so that way we don't over carry it too much. So we're just going so I'm literally just trying to do like half the lid, as you can see. And then we're going to go with that shade Swirl toward the front. And then hook that up real quick. And then I think we'll do like a bright red with the pink for the other eye. And just use some lighter tones of shimmer. I like that the other one is more satiny, but because it's more satiny and this one more glittery, I feel like it's not going to blend the way I want it to blend. As you can see, it's not going on too well with this brush as it is when I'm trying to put it on. So I feel like it's not going to go very well at all. So maybe I should have put the red toward the front and then this toward the back, but it's like we already got the matte on, so it's too late. Too late. So I'm just trying to carry this over it a little bit. Just have that little pop on the edge of the eye then, since I didn't realize how satiny this was compared to this one that's more shimmery and glittery. But, so I'm not exactly liking this one too much. There's another reason we're probably not going to take a picture, because I'm just really not feeling it too much. Unless I just pat the rest of this over that and we abort this whole trying to do the monochromatic shimmer thing like I normally do, which I'm thinking is what's about to happen. Or if I lightly tap it, then it might blend in and you just see a different gradient when it gets to that part. So, yeah, I think I can live with it like that, even though, since I know what it was supposed to be, I'm kind of perturbed. But alas, the show must go on. So, we're done with that eye. Now let's get into the other eye. Now I'm thinking maybe we can use like this wild cherry shade along with the pink shade, and we'll start off with the pink on the back, which is called Carnival. So I want to take Carnival right here toward the back and then put this wild cherry shade toward the front, and then maybe we can like put this juicy shade on the lid, and then we'll just mix this twirl shade with the shade next to that juicy shade, which is called Sweet. So I'm gonna swatch the two that we're gonna mix to put on the inner corner, even though I feel like they actually look pretty similar, so I don't know how well that's gonna work. See, one is like, I feel like they aren't different enough to where like I would need to use both of them in the inner corner, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm thinking we're just gonna use one or the other because I feel like they're just a little too similar. And then the shade we're gonna put on the lid, I'm thinking it's called Juicy. So maybe we can tap both of those together and just put one of these shades in the inner corner. So I'm thinking we're gonna put the pink in the inner corner, and we'll just do, what is it? Juicy and Sweet we can combine. So yeah, like this Juicy and Sweet shade, I think we're gonna combine. So this is Sweet, that's Sweet, and then that's Twirl. We're gonna put Twirl in the inner corner, and we're gonna put, let me tap a little bit of Sweet on top of Juicy just to see if I like the way it looks. Because it's giving a little bit of extra frostiness I think I don't like. I think we're actually gonna skip the Sweet shade. We're just gonna go in with Wild Cherry and Carnival. Then we'll put Twirl in the inner corner, and that will be our other eye look. So let us get started then. I'm going to start with my E27 detail blending brush, and that's where we're gonna put the pink Carnival shade toward the back. So let's start with that. This is one of my favorite brushes from them. Like I was saying in the last video, I like this one, and then E33 I used in the other video. And then I like, what's the other brush I like? I like the the diffuse crease brush. The detailed diffuse crease brush is the E33 I was talking about. So, I mean, there are a few brushes from brands I really enjoy, but I feel like I enjoy Sigma brushes the most out of all the brushes I use. I don't know what it is about them, but I just feel like they have wonderful brushes. And I had mascara on the last look, which is why my lashes might look kind of weird to you. And kind of like they just randomly turned down, but like halfway done type thing. Because I was trying not to take the mascara off, because I'm going to add some more on to just curl it back up real quick. But the picture I thought I was going to take, I don't know if I'm taking now, just because I'm not necessarily feeling the vibes. But you know, sister girl gonna try, she's gonna try, we're gonna try. Okay. So, next, I'm going to take that Wild Cherry shade. So I'm just taking my, the brush I was just talking about, my Detail Diffuse Crease Sigma E33. I'm gonna go into the Wild Cherry shade. Start putting that toward the front, since that's the shimmer we're gonna use all over the lid. I wanna make sure that shade is like closest to the front. And I'm just patting it first, because of the color of it, it's looking kind of light, and I don't know how well it's going to blend once I get it on the eye. So we're just gonna tap it all up in the front here, like so, and try to tap it toward the back so it can blend in with the pink shade that we already have on. So tap it this way, and now I'm finally gonna start blending it. So blend, 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 blend. A blend, 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 blend. A blend, 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 blend. So I don't think it's taken very well toward the inner corner, or like in the crease right here that well, but thank God, like the part where it's not taking that well, the shimmer will be covering it, because otherwise, if I had did an all matte look like I did with the Juvia's Place one, and I wasn't feeling this, I would feel some type of way, like I'm trying to tell you. I want to do another look with that one for Instagram, but I don't know if y'all want to see another look with it, because remember I told you I wanted to do like a more shimmer look with that palette instead of having to do like the palette mashup situation. But let me know if y'all want to see that down below or not. I don't, because I don't mind doing it, but I was just like, I don't know if anybody actually wants to see it or not. I'll probably just pre-film it, and if y'all don't say anything about it, then I might not put it up, or I might put it up. It depends on what's going on. Now remember, y'all, we taking the shade Juicy right here, and we're about to put that on the lid. So let me go ahead and grab me a nice little brush. I'm gonna just take this ColourPop blending brush and use that. Let me put these other brushes away so I'm not using them. and put these other brushes away. And I never put an inner corner highlight on the other looks, so we'll just put inner corner highlights on both looks when I get done, and then we'll be done. So yeah, we taking Juicy. And this seems like it'll go on better if you use the finger. So when I get like toward the inner part of the eye, like inner corner, I might use a finger, but since I plan on doing the inner corner color, I doubt it. But if you want like more foiled pigmentation than what's going on now, which isn't bad, it's just, you know, sometimes you want a little extra oomph, then I would advise that you use your finger or maybe like wet your brush. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that cherry shade just because I'm feeling like it's not giving me exactly every single thing I want out of it. So we're gonna put some more wild cherry toward the front. Remember I told y'all that I felt like that shade was a little, you know, finicky. So I'm just reblend a little bit of that toward the front. I might put a little bit more of that pink in the outer V, we'll see. And then I'm gonna take my blending brush and blend all of this out. But let's take a little bit of that pink shade Carnival toward the back real quick. So with this eye, we're using this blending brush. I have to make sure I pick the right blending brush, y'all. Also, another reason I hate doing like two different eye looks, because I'll be like, did I pick up the right brush to blend with the right thing? Because you don't want the colors overlapping and mixing, and you really out here looking crazy. Even though it's not like I don't look crazy enough with two different random eye looks on. I mean, I like doing this though. Like, I be wanting to go to the grocery store and other places just to see if anybody gonna say anything to me. And, like, call me like, ma'am, do you realize you have two different eye looks on? But I feel like most people just don't care, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna take the color Twirl, like we talked about before, and put this in the inner corner real quick. And then I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the lower lash line. Since there's not like a lot of pink shimmers in here, I'm like, I don't really know what to put down there. Okay, yeah, so I'm liking that inner corner pop right there. For the other eye, let's see, what are we gonna put down there? I kind of want to put one of the purpley colors, so let's swatch those real quick. I got Sugar, and then I got Fluff, because I'm gonna use the purple since we haven't used really any of the purple. Ooh, I think I'm gonna combine both of them, because this is Sugar and that's Fluff. I feel like I honestly want to put, yeah, I'm gonna just do the traditional way I would do it, which is Sugar first, and then we do like Fluff last. But if I like the way Sugar looks on its own, we're not gonna do Fluff. We're just gonna leave Fluff where she is and let her fluff off there. Yeah, but I figured I was just gonna like this color, so we're just gonna leave Fluff where she is, honey. Let her fluff on, you know, about her business. I'm gonna take the Sprinkles color, that red, and put on lower lash line on this side. Even though I kind of just want to put the red satiny shimmer down there, so maybe we should do that instead. I shouldn't have put the lower lash line brush up yet. Okay, so I'm going to take the black cherry shade that we tried to put on the lid to do the monochromatic thing that didn't work out as well as I wanted it to, and we're gonna drag that down on the lower lash line. And look how smooth it goes on. Like, this is one of the best shimmers in this palette, because it goes on so nice and smooth. Okay, so let's, I'm connecting it to the top up there, and I'm gonna take my clean blending brush and go underneath there in a minute, but I'm doing other under eye first, and then we'll worry about that. But yeah, I'm really feeling that. And that's this brush. Okay, so for this lower lash line, I'm trying to decide what to do, because it's like I feel like we should pull out some of the purple accents of this palette, but at the same time I'm like, what are we gonna do? Like, put this on the lower lash line, and I feel like that's kind of like shimmery, so I don't necessarily really want something shimmery underneath the lower lash line for this one. So I'm thinking about taking this Tarte shade right here, this one right here, putting that underneath there. Since the what is it? Maraschino color is kind of, you know, a bit too glittery. I'm trying to find one of my E30s, hopefully. Oh, here we go. Here's the E30. So we're going to use that to put underneath the lower lash line real quick. And we're going to take the Tarte shade. So we end up with 2 red lower lash lines. How about that? But one is shimmery and then one is matte. That is the plot twist. Dun dun dun. I'm glad I did a peachy eye and not like the mauve. I mean a peachy lip and not a mauve lip like I was going to. Because I was going to put on a mauve moment and then the cis gloss because I really like the way that looked. But I was like, because I'm using cherries and pinks, I feel like, and purples, I feel like I shouldn't do mauve. I should just stick to peach just in case I'd used more of the red. And I ended up using more of the red. So I'm glad I followed my first mind. I do feel like the shimmering one looks a little better, so I'm actually gonna go, I'm gonna go underneath the shimmering one with a little bit of matte. And then I'm gonna clean both of them with the brushes that come with them, but okay, so we'll start off with this brush right here, because that's the one that goes with this eye look. So that's underneath there real quick. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, so these are the finished eye looks. I feel like I look like a phoenix again, y'all. I really, really like the second eye look better than the first one, but you know, the first one has a time and a place, so you know, both of them have a time and a place. This one is just more like party time for me, whereas this one seems like a little muted down because I didn't necessarily get the gradient I wanted. Plus, I did a really similar look to this one yesterday, but you all will never see that video, so you'll never know. You probably see a picture of it though. I think I took a picture. Do not quote me because I might not have. But anyway, these are the finished eye looks for the palette mashup with the cherries on top and the cotton candy palettes. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.